It's not my day. That's what I can tell you already. It would be my day if I would get 100 subscribers. Please subscribe now. Do it. Well, I understand. People don't want to watch a random guy in wearing a random shirt running here at the beach, back and forth, like a tiger in a cage. Who cares, right? Well, I do. That's why I take the camera with me. That's why I press the record button. I capture as much as possible so I can take you with me on that nice little trip here. The running journey we have together. But first of all, I have to make sure I cross the street here. Seems impossible. Subscribe now. And if you have subscribed, follow me also on Strava. The link is in the description or at the end of the video. Do it now. Alright, somehow. We started running 2.5 years ago. And I just thought, like, okay, why not just taking the camera with me and put the stuff out there on YouTube? You know, I'm not doing that because of YouTube. I'm doing that because of I want to do it anyway. Now you can laugh about it, but basically YouTube is the cheapest storage place ever. No, I'm joking. I'm definitely joking. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Crazy what we already put in the books, let's say, when it comes to running. Not only when it comes to running, but just like going somewhere and see places to enjoy running, and also the vibes of a city, having good food. But you know, it's actually crazy what you can do once you started your running journey and you decided to apply for a marathon. You hopefully want to apply for the next one and the next one and the next one. If you haven't subscribed, do it now. We're going to talk about Chicago Marathon from a different angle, and as well about Chicago and the trip. Everything. What happened after Berlin. Crazy. Just 3 weeks in between that we had to prepare for Chicago Marathon 2025. And I'm going to recap that for you. Alright, today we have an hour in front of us. 5 minutes in heart rate zone 1, followed by 55 minutes in heart rate zone 2. That's all I have, because I'm super tired. I have to be honest, I'm just like, no, today is not my day. Just not my day. Anyway, we get it done. My body. Today, definitely no crazy stuff. Just going to chill and have a recovery session here. I don't know, maybe 8k. That means 52, 53 minutes. Depends on the pace. Or maybe an hour. I'm trying not to go faster than 7 minutes per k. And that will mean actually that the heart rate will stay pretty low. Hopefully in heart rate zone 1 all the time. It looks good. It looks really good. So beautiful. 4k done already. Another 4k to go. When it comes to time, maybe 20 minutes, maybe 25. Just did the U-turn at the 7k mark. 51 minutes into the run. Current pace 7 minutes and 10 seconds per k. Absolutely fine. And the heart rate 128, 129, sometimes 130. For me, that's the middle of heart rate zone 1. Just nice. That's all I had here for today. My body again said we are done, we need a break. Actually, I was about to take a day off here, but yeah, it took me 20 minutes to lace up my shoes. Alright, so that's done. 20 seconds to go. I'm really happy, and let's go straight over the numbers. I mean, super slow. There's nothing special. Alright. Press the button. Let's see what we have here. An hour, right? Alright. 8.23k. That's okay. Then we have an average pace of 7 minutes, 17 seconds per k. We burned 540 calories. You just saw it. Average pace 126. Nice. Actually, really nice. Low heart rate, 99% in heart rate zone 1. We took that recovery session here to really speed up the process to actually recover, and I think yeah, we did well. Right, but that's not what I'm going to talk about. I really want to talk about Chicago, and not just the marathon, but also Chicago, the complete trip we had, the city, going to Chicago and flying back here to Japan. I mean, also keeping in mind the background story that I gave you already of the Berlin Marathon and what that meant to me. I think the way how we approached the Berlin Marathon recap from a different angle was really worth it. I got good feedback, and I think we will do basically the same for Chicago as well. But if you haven't watched the Berlin Marathon, let's say, yeah, recap. I don't know if it's even a recap, but we talked about Berlin from a different perspective. If you haven't checked that out yet, please feel free. I will leave a link in the description. Also, I link it up here. I will also make sure that you have the chance to understand what Chicago means to me. The same way. Just chill, relax for the evening. Alright, so see you in a bit, guys. Let's go. I should maybe turn the light on. Alright, guys, we are back. Got my coffee, the third one in a row. 3 days I went out instead of sitting on the couch. Staying active, you know, like coming home from work, get my run done, cook something, eat something, you know, have an hour of rest, and then start again. Even though it's just a convenience store coffee, it's quite yummy. I love it. But as I told you earlier, when we started the run, it wasn't really my day. I don't know. I'm not yet 100%. I still have some, just some coughing going on. The nose is quite okay. But yeah, trying to find words how to describe my Chicago adventure for you, because this review here, this recap should be one take. Don't want to edit. I want to keep it raw, authentic, and absolutely natural. Yes. I don't know if I should bother you and waste your time by telling you how I went to Chicago, but I think I should at least mention the 2 weeks that we had before we took off, the training was quite okay. I mean, we came back from Berlin. We had a down week just to recover. Didn't do anything except 2 runs, 1 easy session and 1 recovery session. Basically just test the waters, if my body is okay, if I can handle the stress. And the first thing that I noticed actually is my right leg is absolutely fine. I don't know what happened, but all problems gone. So I was really happy about that, and that's why the second week after Berlin I started a good week. We had, I think it was before we took off, had 40k in the books. The day when we basically departed, I couldn't run. It was quite a journey, I would say. We flew to Taiwan first. The airport is amazing. I don't know, I really just wanted to hang around the airport and enjoy time there. All facilities absolutely amazing. Maybe if you have seen my vlog about when we went to Taiwan and also came back from Taiwan, the time that I spent there at the airport was really nice. I could even use free shower service, no lounge, no special ticket needed. Just go there and refresh. That's what I did. And then board the flight from Taipei to Chicago. I was 13 hours, absolutely nice. Half of the plane was full of with runners doing the same thing than I did, running the Chicago Marathon 2025. So nothing special. Service was okay. We landed, and everybody took an Uber or something else, taxi. But I decided to take the public transport, the Blue Line, about 50 minutes to Clark. What was the station name? Clark. Wait a second, I forgot. Anyway, we just had like 10 minutes to walk from that station to the hotel. It was a bit scary because it was my first time after more than 20 years that I came to the States. And anyway, we made it to the hotel. Some problems here and there with the check-in because they couldn't find my reservation, but then they handled it as a walk-in, so luckily that went well actually. And then I was like absolutely overwhelmed by the view that I had from the hotel room. Crazy. And especially the next morning when we had light, we watched out of the window and I saw the skyline, and I was like, okay, we arrived. We really made it. And my plan was actually not to run, but then I decided, why actually not? I had my daily trainers with me, and just had a nice run. It was Friday lunchtime. We went out for, I think it was 10k or something, yes. And also some speed in between. Basically an easy session though, but it was okay. And the good thing, absolutely happy about that, by coincidence, I met the guy that I met in Berlin, who brought me actually to the event from Adidas. I really have to be thankful to him that he made that possible, that we could basically sneak into, I don't know, the Hall of Fame, let's say, in Berlin. And without planning it or without being in contact since then, I just saw him running. He came from that side and I was running from that side, and I just like, what's going on here? And yeah, it was him. It was so nice. So again, we had moments before the gunshot, before we took off on race day, that helped me to stay absolutely positive about to basically just copy what we did in Berlin. But the difference was the pressure. Pressure was gone. We had a lot of pressure in Berlin because, you know, the 40 weeks of training, especially the last 20 weeks, just focused on my training to get that sub 4 done. And once that pressure was gone, and of course I just said to myself, we feel great, my body isn't destroyed yet, we can basically do it one more time, why not? But that wasn't actually the thing that I wanted to achieve. I really just came to Chicago to enjoy my journey, my trip, my off time. It was a nice holiday. And of course we were just lucky that we got the notification back then, right after Berlin, that we also would be able to run Chicago. It was really cool. Yeah, and basically that's what I did then. I just really didn't think about what is possible or what I can do. I know I can run a sub 4 in Chicago as well, but again, that wasn't the mission. Before we went to the venue Sunday morning, I had really nice days, spent some nice time, talked to people, to other runners, shared contacts, and you know, really enjoyed just being there as a tourist, not as a runner. No parents, no friends, just myself. So from emotional perspective, this was absolutely different. Again, I have to say it one more time, we had no pressure whatsoever. And I really just enjoyed the vibes around the marathon. Of course, we picked up the bib. It was right after the run we had on Friday. The expo was really nice. Yeah, and then just after I got my bib, I went to a restaurant, ate a nice pizza. Actually, we shouldn't do that, but I just did. I didn't care about my diet at that point. We ate some nice peanut butter bagels with banana as well. So I was really like stuffed, and I was, okay, that should be it. And yeah, Sunday morning was good. Went to the restroom several times, did my job there, dressed up, and just left the hotel. Had a walk of like, I don't know, 25 minutes. Then we, entered the venue, and then it was again very crazy. Just right after I dropped the bag, I met Aubrey from Bigger Than Running. You probably know him. And the story behind that was just like, I won't forget that. I mean, I was just like, searching for a public toilet, and he as well, and we crossed each other. I didn't notice him, but then suddenly he was saying, hey, hold on, stop. And then
I was like, who's that? Who's yelling my name? And I was like, okay, hey, Aubrey. I was amazing. So he recognized me. And yeah, we had a little chat going on for like 5 minutes. And I asked him, hey, can we just like, record something? And of course I did, press the button of my camera, and he was immediately talking about that. I don't know when it was, 2 years ago, when I recorded a video about him, that he's been so inspiring for me because he has the same background. I was like overwhelmed by his words. That was really, really nice. Honestly, Aubrey, if you watch it, maybe, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Anyway, good feelings, good vibes. We had a lot of fun out there. And then it was 8 a.m. in the morning. The gun went off. The coral I was in just had to go. And that's already the story. Because doing the run, doing the race, doing the marathon, that 42.2K was like, it went so fast. It went so fast. We started the run way too fast. Way too fast. I think the first K was 5 minutes and 15 seconds per K. The second K as well. The third K as well. And so on and so on. And I was like, wait a second. If we don't stop now, this will be a disaster. I might not be able to keep running at that pace for 42.2K. And I wasn't. But I could run faster than I could run in Berlin. Of course, the weather was different. But I think what it was that kept me running at that pace of like 5 minutes and 25 seconds per K for the last 10K, let's say, just to simplify things. I think what it was is like the vibes, just like the atmosphere, the people, like honestly, non-stop yelling from the start line to the finish line. Just people alongside the course, just cheering you on. And compared to Berlin, Chicago was next level. But doesn't mean that it was better or but from what I could feel running that marathon, what comes from the outside that cheers you on, that gives you that extra boost, Chicago was definitely better. So if you want to watch the details, you have two options. You can watch Chicago Marathon recap, where I show you the pictures, the vibes, the atmosphere. Or you can go to my Strava profile and check the intervals, the splits. I mean, it was 2 days ago I opened the Garmin app, the Connect app, and I even haven't confirmed yet that Chicago was my fastest marathon. The record. When it comes to the complete distance, I think it was 42.8K. We had 3 hours, 47 minutes, let's say. When it comes just to the GPS time of the marathon distance, 42.2K, it was 3 hours, 44 minutes. Crazy. I don't know how I did it. I don't know. I seriously have no clue. I just kept running without thinking. I really had my not really my head wasn't switched off, but there was nothing that I thought of that could stop me. I was constantly running without thinking about anything negative. That was amazing, that experience. So no hitting wall, no problems at the drink stations. I took my gels, like 8K, 16K, and so on and so on. Tried to I really tried to understand how my body feels, and I couldn't find anything. So I said to myself, if everything is all right and the heart rate is in check and my body feels okay, even just like 3 weeks after Berlin, why not just go for it? So after 21K, I saw it already that we would be able to run a sub 3 hours 50 minutes. I knew it. And the reason is simple, because we had paces in the coral, and one group of paces passed me. I think it was 15K mark, and the plate they had in their hand showing 3 hours and 40 minutes. I was like, wait, they are just passing me at the 15K mark. So if I would lose, let's say, 10 seconds per K going slower than them, we should actually be able to run under 3 hours and 50 minutes. It was funny though, that the next pacer group tried to pass me at the ramp. Basically just like, 4 or let's say 500 meters for the finish line. And I was joking with the guy who had the plate in the hand, the sign, and I was like, dude, is that correct? Are you running sub 3 hours 45 minutes? Yeah. I was like, okay, but you won't be able to pass me. and I just like went off again and made sure that he stays behind me. So I knew when it just comes to the marathon distance, we would actually be able to run under 3 hours and 45 minutes and not just 50 minutes. So whatever it is, who cares the time? But see, I was not even thinking about the time. I didn't check my watch at all. I just compared. Okay, 11K, okay, 11.1. 20K mark, we had 20.2. So it was a bit slower because of the GPS corrections. Anyway, we were not thinking about time. I just ran Chicago, just like that. And I told you before, I think the main reason why we could just do it like that was there was no pressure. I didn't need to prove anyone to run another sub 4 in Chicago just 3 weeks after Berlin. Simple as that. And I think that was actually the reason why it went so well. Anyway, surprise, surprise, at the finish line, we did it. It was crazy, just crazy. And then after the race, I stayed at the venue for about 2 hours, drank 2 beers we got for free, talking to my parents, called them, and I just really enjoyed the vibes at the venue to kind of understand what just happened, And I actually tried to catch Aubrey one more time. I didn't know if he's faster or slower than me, but I was watching and unfortunately I couldn't couldn't find him. But that's okay. And yeah, then we went to the hotel, took a shower, I bought something to eat from the supermarket. I think we also had a pizza after. I went to the supermarket, yes, I remember. And then we had Monday and Tuesday to spend in Chicago, enjoying the vibes. Monday, I was just walking around a bit, not too much. Actually, my body wasn't, that destroyed that I thought of it would be, but I had no urge to go out. I didn't feel just like that. Just wanted to hang around coffee shops and just chilling, watching my phone. That's it. Just didn't have the medal with me. I didn't want to take pictures, no nothing. I said, well, there's actually time to do so on Tuesday. So I actually had a big walk on Tuesday, the last day. And actually went there where we went on Friday, where we had the run, and where I met the guy from Berlin. That was cool, actually. Just a flashback kind of thing. And that's pretty much it. So we picked up the luggage, went to the airport, and it was the night from Tuesday to Wednesday. My flight took off 30 minutes after midnight back to Taipei. And I actually really, looked forward to fly back. Look forward to enjoying time in Taipei. Took a shower, of course, again. Had some good food as well, coffee. We landed there in the morning after 15 hours flight. That was hell. I was lucky. The coffee shop was already open at 5:30. And we had to spend 8 hours. It was actually okay. Really enjoyed the time. Was just walking around, and but I was super tired. I have to say, I was super tired when we arrived in Naha. I wasn't really sure if I can still drive from the park and ride place back home. And really, I had to stop once at the convenience store just to walk a bit, just breathe some air, go into the restroom, drink a coffee, just to make sure the next hour driving is fine. We won't fall asleep. I was really tired. And then we arrived. It was Thursday night, because of we had to cross the date line in the middle of the Pacific. It was really weird. Basically, it felt like time travel. All in all, I really remember a lot of details, and that's good. It's really good. Lovely trip, lovely city. Marathon went absolutely amazing, and I think I could have even done better. And with that mindset, with that experience, with that memory, I came back here to Japan, and of course we had a down week, but then I knew we can do more. Right, so we are in the middle of the next training block, and I want to reveal actually what we are training for. February 22nd, 2026 will be Osaka Marathon. I'm really looking forward. We couldn't run it last year. Unfortunately, weren't lucky enough. My name wasn't drawn again, I mean, Osaka is really a big one at the moment. I think they have 32,000 runners starting that marathon. And yeah, I mean, they have to make a lottery. So that's quite a huge one. Anyway, super lucky. I got a spot. So Osaka Marathon 2026 will be the next milestone. I'm trying to copy what I did in Chicago, or even better, go for a sub 45. I don't know. Maybe it's possible, maybe not. But we're in the middle of the training block. It's week 5 already. And we still have 12 weeks and a bit in front of us. Wait, is that true? Yes, I guess it is. Right, so now you know what happened in Chicago. Again, I think that's a bit of a different angle. Now as well, you know what's in front of us. I'm really happy to share that with you. Alright guys, if you have any questions, seriously, any questions about what we did in Chicago, like specific, you know, just let me know. Really, just let me know. Again, we had 40 weeks to train for Berlin and Chicago. 20 weeks. We basically just did what I felt like doing. And then the 20 weeks where we had to train specifically for a sub 4. And again, I'm super happy that I can say we did it twice. Just like 3 weeks in between. That's actually crazy. Alright guys, without wasting your time, there's more to come. I'm looking forward to share the journey with you, and I hope you also stay on board. I really enjoy being part of this community, and it doesn't really matter if I have 250 subscribers or 2,500 subscribers. What matters is that we share the same passion, that we can basically meet each other at the same level. Whether you're running a sub 3 or just started with your running journey. As long as we enjoy running, I think we all belong to the community, and that community is amazing. Alright, guys. The next video, I'm going to talk about the shoes that I bought, of course specifically for Osaka, so no daily trainer. We unbox what I ordered. It's already there for like 10 days, and I'm watching the package and it's like, oh come on, I just want to check it. But we're going to do that together in the next video, right? I promise. Right, that's been said. That's about it. Thank you very much that you made it to this point of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. My different angle here, how to recap Chicago and Chicago Marathon for you. Wherever you run safe and enjoy your runs. See you next time. Bye bye.